I'm not making this up. If you read it, it's in those emails. It's in those packages. This included the provisioning of supporting data in full confirmation bias and building a history of water testing data to ensure the location would become part of the ADA map. Why is that? Dion's is currently operating in Salt Bay and seeks to expand its operation considerably. The farm is near their homestead, and they seek the convenience of an approved location next to their home and next to their current equipment and operation. That only makes sense, right? But it's at their convenience, at my inconvenience. It's at the inconvenience of Dale Pache, Andre Lacroix, Michelle Surrette, myself, Andre Lord, everyone that lives between Eelbrook and Rocco Point are going to have to live with this installation between this bay. Email evidence demonstrates an intent to push the aquaculture expansion agenda and lobby government for a new quick administrative approval process that replaces the friction of the Aquaculture Review Board. This was confirmed in the letter tonight from Minister Smith. Emails, media articles, and other documents show that Charlene LeBlanc was unable to properly inoculate herself and manage her conflicts by operating as an aquaculture farmer, municipal government officer, developing the ADA program, and lobbyist for the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia, all at once. No one should be wearing those different hats in any of those positions. It's utter and complete conflict. There are emails that show evidence of improper gifting to receive something in return. I won't go into what they are. Read the evidence, it's there. 126 emails demonstrate that the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia improperly infiltrated and indoctrinated the municipality of the District of Argyle staff and some councillors with a self-serving and biased agenda that helped local members, Dion's Oysters, obtain their desired locations, discourage and minimize public consultation, while building a new friction-free administrative approval process for aquaculture expansion as a replacement to the ARB. The mosaic effect shows the true picture of what was transpiring through the ADA process to push this agenda and lobbying effort forward. MoDA, in our view, was manipulated by a well-funded and influential lobbying group to the detriment of Argyle and its constituents. Shockingly, it was found that MoDA is a paying member of the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia, a lobbying group. Not only are they using our taxpayer dollars to pay for their membership and financially support this lobbying group, they are further allowing them to influence the rollout of ADA with the least amount of obstacles. This includes discouraging public consultation, which is what happened. Emails between the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia president, the CAO, and the former warden discuss the public as an obstacle to overcome. It's in there. These are the emails. These are the discussions. MoDA staff and councillors could be held accountable in our view, who at minimum have violated and infringed on their ethics code of conduct. Staff and councillors were either willing participants in this conflict of interest, demonstrating intent, or unwilling participants who were manipulated, demonstrating incompetence. Either outcome is abysmal. Many emails suggest there are ongoing conflicts of interest indicating that investments have been made by parties which could potentially include MoDA staff, councillors, and or their family members. These emails and names were heavily redacted. You can see this. We sent it to you. This will need to be investigated more closely and resolved if conflicts are exposed. Conflicted MoDA staff and councillors will need to recuse themselves as required. So in summary, we see in those emails between MoDA staff and local aquaculture farmers that they demonstrated a selection of locations that were influenced by industry applicants and accepted by MoDA and DFA. There was no science behind these decisions, it was only a perception. Once the location was picked by the applicant, MoDA then only tested the water to suggest science supported the decision. This was in full confirmation bias and counters the scientific method. Emails show that Dion's Oysters had full insight as an insider and ADA stakeholder committee member. With other prospective applicants on the outside looking in, Dion's used their insider knowledge to influence their desired location, negotiate and rig who would bid or who would not bid on other locations, secure government funding, and discourage public engagement and other frictions or annoyances that might delay or derail their business expansion plans in Salt Bay. This was all done with the support of the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia, DFA, MoDA staff, and some councillors. There was an inconsistency in when proposed ADA map locations were provided to interested applicants and the public, so there's an unfair advantage there as well. It was provided to those that received the information earlier certainly got an advantage.